Continuing on the trend of chasing the feeling of nostalgia with old cameras, I bring to you today a beat, busted, and battered Lumix point and shoot from 2008, the Panosonic Dmc-lx3. Back in the day, this camera was marketed as an enthusiast compact camera, which was a market which wasn't exactly being catered to in 2008. Coming in at only 10 megapixels, this little camera was taking a bit of a risk, with then ongoing megapixel wars, competing with other compacts of its time, having 12 to 14 megapixels. Panasonic saved a little extra by leaving out those couple megapixels, and I think they put that into this lovely Leica lens. 24 to 60 millimeter f2/2.8. While somewhat short in focal length, it makes up for it in its incredibly fast aperture. Another fun addition to this lens is its quick slider for different aspect ratios. A little faded on this one, but it reads 4:3, 3:2, and 16:9. Which is made all the more impressive as the focal range stays the same as you switch between them. Another interesting thing to note is that the LX3 is near identical mechanically to the Leica Deluxe 4. Some people note that the JPEGs on the Leica are a bit warmer, but I won't be getting into debate whether the photos from either of these cameras are the same or what their differences might be. And now we are vlogging in 2008. It kind of makes me feel like I'm one of the Neistat brothers shooting their HBO documentary with one of these, especially the whole Leica thing with Van Neistat. So how did the photos look? I went on this little foggy beach to test it out. The clarity in some of the photos is quite impressive, definitely still usable by today's standards. However, in some conditions it definitely shows its age. The clarity is ever more emphasized in these photos of flowers. Here they are compared to my T3i, a 600D, which is a DSLR from 2011 with 8 more megapixels. I also took the camera around with me, taking photos here and there. Another small issue with this camera being as old as it is that it has been through hell and back, and this bottom here is missing. Luckily, I do still have the piece, and so to get this back on here, I got some of this. It does decent with landscapes as well. The only weakness with this camera is truly the video. The mic quality is also quite poor. With plenty of light, it obviously performs fine, but indoors or on overcast days, it can struggle a bit. All in all, it's a fun little camera to mess around with, and if it wasn't for its batteries being absolutely shot, I would probably use it a lot more like I use my Handycam. Also, its flash is super satisfying. Super satisfying.